Hello, Christ the King families. I'm Chris DeGrell, principal of Christ the King School, and I'm here with Amy Becker, who is the assistant principal. And it's a beautiful day today. We're glad about the weather. Once again, we miss you. We know remote learning is very, very difficult for a lot of you, and we do so appreciate you sticking with it, really pushing your child and working with them. And we're very flexible. Remember, just get done everything you can. Everything you do will help. So thank you very much for that. I do want to say congratulations to the Boone family, because we are in front of the Strunz family home today, and the Boone family was the first family to email us with the correct choice. So congratulations to the Boone family, and thank you everybody else for emailing us. Mrs. Becker and I, we get flooded with emails, and it's great to see those kind of emails, so thank you very much. I just want to talk very briefly about two things today, and the first thing is remote learning. As you all know, we're in remote learning, like it or not, we're in it, we're doing it, and we may have to do it again next year. We don't know. The experts are saying that the virus could come back, and we hope we don't have to do this again, but if we do, we want to be ready for it. So Mrs. Becker and I are working right now. We are forming a remote learning planning team, and that team is going to be comprised of some teachers, us as administrators, and some parents. We're going to ask these folks to come together at the end of the fourth quarter, throughout the beginning of the summer, and we're going to actually come up with a really solid plan for remote learning that covers the expectations, the grading, just all the particulars and situations that we may encounter, and a lot of what we've learned this year in doing it this quarter. The technology involved, the platforms, all that kind of stuff, training if there's any training, that's all going to go in the plan. So we're looking for input, certainly, and we have a survey that went out to all our teachers, and they are completing it, but there is also a survey that will be going out this week to parents. So I'm asking you, when you get this survey, it'll be an electronic form, it doesn't take that long to do, but please provide us with your input on how remote learning went for you this fourth quarter. We know it all didn't go great. We know there were good things. We know there were bad things. We want to hear all those things, the challenges maybe that you had to face, the difficulties, so that we can make the plan the best we possibly can. So if we have to do remote learning again, we'll be able to get it as right as we can possibly get it based on your input and the plan, and everyone come together to make this work. Several parents have also volunteered to be on the committee, and I appreciate all the folks that have volunteered. We can't take everyone, certainly, so thank you for volunteering. We'll reach out to those that we want to try to have on there. We want to try to get a good mixture of parents that have kids in multiple grade levels that maybe experience certain things that we want to really key in on. So thank you very much for that. But the big thing is, please do the survey when you do get it. The last thing I want to talk about today is report cards. The fourth quarter is going to come to an end here not too far down the road, and we will be issuing report cards. But the report cards are going to look a little bit different than they have in the past, and that's because the fourth quarter has been different too. When you get a report card, we'll mail them home at the end of the fourth quarter. You'll get a sheet that gives all the explanations of why we did it, what the report card entails, and how it all works. I can't really give you a lot of details right now because we are still developing that as a team and as a school, but I want to at least get the words out there that the report card is going to look a little bit different, and the reason is because remote learning is very different than we've ever done before. So thank you very much for all your support, all your cooperation. Thanks for all you're doing with remote learning. We miss you. We can't wait to get back to normal. And now I have Mrs. Becker here, and she is going to give some clues as to the next location that we'll be in next week. Thank you, and have a great week.
Hi everyone, it's a beautiful morning at the Strunz family home. I hope that in this beautiful weather you are taking advantage of some of the obvious things here that the Strunzes are doing. We have a basketball hoop, we have a tetherball hoop, we have 2 soccer nets, climbing ropes, hammocks, a fire pit. Get outside when you can and play together. I think that's wonderful. It's not all roses here at the Strunz family. Mrs. Strunz predicts that she may be the first parental fatality of remote learning. They have an elementary student, a middle school student, a high school student, and a college student. They think they've tried every learning platform known to man and not always with success. So she's feeling a little bit stressed. The kids are missing their friends. Mrs. Struntz was doing a thing called Cash Club with our 8th graders, and she said that was going so well that she's really missing those 8th grade students. And of course, Rachel is an 8th grader, and she's feeling really sad to be missing some of the things in real life that we're going to be trying to do virtually for our 8th grade. So they've had a mix of good and bad, but I think we all have. Next week, we're going to go to another family who says from their location, they keep an eye on whether Father Boyd and Father Cook are up to shenanigans, or even if they forgot to turn the lights off in the church. 4 of the 6 of the family members were born outside of Nebraska, and 3 of the 6 have had birthdays in the last 6 weeks, which means they've been eating birthday cake in quarantine almost non-stop. Finally, if you ever need a server replacement, they can get you one in under 5 minutes. So if you think you know where we're going to be next week, email myself or Mr. Segrell. We're going to be watching for those replies to come in, and we could be at your house or announcing your winning name very soon. Take care.